So, happy Halloween. I hope you all have grand plans for tonight. Let me know what they are. I'd be really curious to know what you're all up to. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. I have a date with some of my friends. I think we're going to do some haunted house walk or something like that. And then there are a few parties going on tonight that I'm aware of. This past weekend, I went to New York City just to sort of get away from Boston for a little bit, and it was incredible. New York is absolutely one of my favorite cities in the world. Thanks, Tay, for letting me stay at your place. I went to a fashion show, and then I went to MoMA, and I had brunch with my aunt, which was really fun. Today I want to tell you about my friend Kate Goldwater, who's one of the people I visited in New York. On October 1st, 2006, Kate opened her own clothing boutique store, AUH2O, which are the elements in her last name, gold and water. Growing up, Kate was obsessed with making her own clothes, always with materials she found lying around, like her mom's old spandex. In high school, Kate started learning about social justice and the environment, advocating for used clothing stores, as their products were recycled, not created new, and they didn't have the questionable policies like possible child labor. Fast forward to today, when Kate, as a store owner, sells clothes she sewed herself from recycled material, as well as vintage pieces and clothing by other eco-friendly designers with something to say. I did an interview with Kate, and here it is. So when you are making your clothes, like when you're designing them and sewing them, who do you have in mind?
Well, I think that my crowd here is normally a little bit younger, maybe between like 15 and 35.
What about body types?
Oh, absolutely everyone. My roommate is actually a size 12, so I always have her model. I'm making a lot of Obama stuff right now, so a woman saw my Etsy site and sent me an email saying, I wear a size extra large, can you make me something like that? So I went to the thrift store and, bought her some things in light blue and made her one and sent that out to her.
How's your attitude towards fashion different than large-scale businesses?
Well, I think that a lot of companies, and even eco-friendly companies, will put out, they'll have their fall line and they'll have their spring line. And as much as I love doing fashion shows, I'm incredibly opposed to that idea. I do some things that'll go with the seasons, like if people say, like when skinny jeans came out, I had a sign up that said, I'll turn your, flares or I'll turn your wide leg jeans into skinny jeans. So I can do stuff like that to keep up with the trends, but I feel like I'm very different from most companies in that I don't have a fall collection. I don't have a spring collection. I never have a line. I never have here's the new catalog.
You recently started a new fundraising venture. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I've been having a lot of Obama fashion shows. I've been making a lot of clothes and I screen Obama on it. I use a little stencil that I cut out. I'll cut up some shirts and I'll just put that on there, and sometimes it'll be in the corner of something, sometimes it'll be in the center. I'm making stuff that I feel like you could really wear out. You could wear to the bar, or you can, just feel sexy in it. You can feel cute in it. Whereas, like wearing a campaign t-shirt, a political t-shirt is really more, it's definitely making a political statement, but it's just that. And then for Fashion Week, which was September 5th through the 12th, I decided my Fashion Week show is going to be an Obama fashion show. And everything that I sell at the show, I'm going to donate 50% to the campaign.
Tell me about what I'm wearing came from.
Okay, well, you're wearing a lot of vintage items. The heels you're wearing are from friend Mary that's selling her old clothes and old shoes and things. The jewelry you're wearing, this ring and these earrings, are made by my friend Donatella Quintavalle. She uses resin, and I think she casts some sort of metal, obviously not real gold, but she makes some casts and then melts resin down and molds it around. It's really, really cool, totally unique stuff. And these are other vintage bracelets, and then a little vintage scarf and dress, and vintage hat.
What about this belt?
Oh yeah, that's such a sweet belt, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just another vintage one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Kate, come in closer. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah,
is there anything that you want to
you.
say to people who are watching?
When is this going to air?
Before the
Totally
election?
this
week. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then, vote Obama.
Okay.
Vote Obama.
All right. Some more information about Kate on the sidebar.